Today we're going to share things that are just easier living in Kenya than they are in America. Period. That's the video. The first thing that is just easier in Kenya, and I thought it was almost criminal, is prescription medicine. So remember I had came and I had got sick and we were put in contact with a doctor and I was just given a prescription and I hadn't even sat with the doctor. The doctor didn't have my history, anything. Didn't that feel criminal for us to be able to get it so easily?
Well, no, not to me. I was like, it makes sense because as long as it's not a narcotic, right? If you have an allergy medicine, why shouldn't you be able to just keep continuously get it? Like home, we gotta every year you gotta go back to the doctor and they gotta give you. It's just a whole system they keep you in versus you got allergies. It's probably not going anywhere. Just keep going for that particular medicine. So yeah, for me it made perfect sense.
Right, because even living abroad, I reach out to my doctor. I say, hey, I have my allergy medicine. I need it. And they're like, no, you need to come in and see us before we give you a new prescription. Yeah. It's like insurance games, refill delays, and sometimes surprise pricing. Like getting my allergy medicine in Nairobi when I wasn't feeling well was easy. It was a phone call. It was prescribed and it was delivered.
Quick.
That was
within
wild.
2 hours, it's in your hand.
Right. And I just feel like, general prescriptions shouldn't require a strategy. Like getting your everyday medicine shouldn't require a strategy. In Kenya, you walk in, you pay, you got your medicine. And sometimes you don't even have to walk in. And we love that for Kenya.
Right.
So the other thing that's really easy in Kenya is hair, nails, and skin maintenance. So Jermaine and I have incorporated that into our wellness. Going to the gym, eating right, and taking care of our skin and hair is just like important to us. So what's the process in the U.S.? Like, what has been your experience with me getting my hair and nails done in the U.S.?
Just have a bunch of money.
Hey.
That's it.
You got to be rich.
Yeah, I was like, and I went with you one time. The first time? What was it? $150, $200, something crazy. I was like, I ain't doing this no more. I don't even want it, to be honest with you. But in Nairobi, it's just a different ball game.
For sure. And don't think you get subpar service. No, you get top-notch skilled service in Nairobi. The pricing is pretty consistent. Like, you know what the Mzungu price is and you know what the regular local price is. And it's consistent. And it's the upkeep is accessible. It's not something that's aspirational. Like, I feel like I can afford to get my hair and nails done now.
Right, and to be honest with you, the Mzungu price thing, that's a really first year or so. Once you there a year, you in the culture,
right.
If you give me Mzungu price, it's gonna be for like a dollar. So it ain't gonna be no $10, $20, $30 Mzungu price. I think people see how you walk and act. They already know. They're like, nah, okay.
Right. In the U.S., it's like you got to make an appointment months out. Then it's like this tipping pressure, and it just feels like beauty and self-care is like a luxury item, whereas it's just attainable. It's like an everyday thing, looking presentable. It doesn't feel indulgent. And that's one of the things we were even talking about with a couple that we met. Like, they experienced Nairobi out in the Masai Mara. But I told that they experienced Kenya in the Masai Mara. And I told them, I said, no, in Nairobi, the women look like me. Their hair is braided, they got the nails, and it's affordable for everyday people. So the other thing is eating healthy and organic. So in the US, organic is like a status symbol, right?
Well, it is a status symbol. I mean, you got to have bank to eat organic every day in this day. Ain't no organic what? We going right to Walmart and going to pick out this pepper.
With the pesticides.
On to get home and put them in this thing and wash them out with some
because they all greasy, whatever stuff they put on them.
The apples is crazy. It's got, I don't know what that junk is on the apples, but no, there is no organic when we go home. There is only, what do you call it, where they mass produce it. So it's going to be some GMO, it's going to be some cows with some steroids in them.
And it's not even cheap. I mean, in the U.S., you're not eating organic, but you're still paying a lot. And then if you decide to eat organic, you might as well just move to California and just be super rich.
Yeah, in the States, well, you always talk about the States, but yeah, and there's steroids in our steak, and it still costs 5-6 times the price.
Right. In Nairobi, fresh food, just in Kenya in general, is normal. And it's not branded. Like, we don't go to the store and see the vegetables in these special packages. It's just vegetables. It's just meat. And we go, it doesn't say pasture raised cows or farm raised or.
Man, them potatoes come straight out the dirt.
They still have the dirty mud on them.
Yeah, they got gloves for you to pick these potatoes out.
Yeah,
so because your ass gonna be dirty, get the potatoes, man. If you ain't never been in Nairobi, you'll see, go in Carrefour, one of these places, and get you some potatoes.
And we love that for Kenya. We love that for Kenyans. And so, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. But the next thing on the list is dining out is affordable.
Yeah.
Okay? Like you can eat out and not feel like you just spent vacation money.
Right. Now, we don't eat out as much as we used to. Because dining out is still dining out. It's not like home cooked food.
No.
But it is affordable, and you can get a better meal for cheaper. You don't have to do KFC dining out. You can do something a little bit with a little bit more pizzazz to it.
Right. Like in the US, if you want to dine out, you have to have a budget meeting. You have to sit down and say, okay, how much are we spending? Like a family of 4 or 5 could easily spend $400 dining out.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah. The normal would be 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just wanted a fast food, you would get away for about 50 though.
Oh,
maybe.
Jermaine, we spent 50 for just the two of us at Chick-fil-A.
But that, I ain't gonna lie, that was California and that was DoorDash. It was crazy. But yeah,
when I heard the price, a family, 3 young children went out to dinner, almost $300.
Easy. I can see it. Yeah.
Went out to dinner, almost $300.
Well, I was talking about more like Chick-fil-A and stuff
like
that.
a fast casual.
But a sit-down restaurant?
Yeah,
no.
This was sit-down.
$100 a person almost.
So the next thing is living a quality life in Kenya is more affordable. And by that, what I mean is like in the US, we have this pull to have all these add-ons. Netflix, gym, Apple TV, all of these different subscriptions, all these accoutrements. People live much simpler.
I don't. I would get them Netflix and Apple TV. No need to lie. However,
isn't our Spotify cheaper?
And Netflix.
Isn't our Netflix cheaper?
Yeah, I get that thing through M-Pesa, man. You let that thing run through your M-Pesa. You let things run through your Kenyan system.
See, we not gatekeeping, guys.
Nah. Yeah, all those prescriptions that you got back at home, I normally cut them. I got my stuff through Kenya. Right. It's a lot cheaper.
We live in Kenya.
Right. Same movies, and I got a VPN. I can, if I want to see movies in the US, I just do my VPN to the US, but usually I don't even have to do that.
Right.
So yeah.
So things that feel basic to us like Spotify and Netflix and Amazon and all of those different things, it feels lighter.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all on this something.
Turn them on.
I feel like I need to.
Tell them.
Man, we on Spotify, right? Both of us. So I got to whisper. It's like $3 for the whole month for both of us. I said, what?
We stumbled on that.
Yeah, I stumbled on that. $3 for Spotify. Hey, man. That's all I'm going to say on that.
We don't get everything. Just that alone, we can end the video here.
Right.
Go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel.
Because you know Spotify for 2 people going to cost you, what, $20, $30?
Yes. Yeah. Of course. So the number 6 thing is travel access. So when we live in the US, it's like when you want to travel somewhere like say Dubai or Rwanda, Uganda, anywhere, it's a long haul flight, right? But access while living here in Kenya, everything is shorter. Like we've done Thailand, we've done Vietnam, we've done Dubai. So much easier on this side of the world. Yeah,
it is. Now, I will say, you're not going to get the same amount of flights, say you would get in Atlanta, New York, or LAX. We're not talking about that. But what we're talking about, you got to be reasonable. You can get anywhere you want to from Nairobi. You get to Paris, you get to London, you get to New York, you get to Bangkok, you can get anywhere, and you don't have to take a repositioning flight to say Dubai and all these places. It might be a little cheaper, just to be honest with you, going to Dubai, but you don't have to do it. You can straight from Nairobi to wherever you're going.
Yeah, so living in the States, sometimes like flights to places that you want to go is just going to be long. It's going to be hard to be as spontaneous.
A hassle.
Right. So when you're in Nairobi, the routes are shorter to Southeast Asia and the Middle East. And so that just means that sometimes geography matters more than what we admit. Like we love America. We love living in America. But at the same time, we love living other places too. And we do see the benefits of like remote work. Like we're starting to meet a lot of young, not even young, we're meeting people our age, our kids' age, that are living overseas and working remotely just because it's cheaper, and they get to live in Vietnam for 30 days. They get to live in Laos for 30 days.
That's the only thing that I'm concerned with Nairobi. That they're going to try to run the prices up, and it's going to keep the people who are in Southeast Asia, keep them from visiting Nairobi and seeing all the beauty in Kenya, because they are traveling the world for cheap. I know there's a school of thought that says, and nowhere else is this cheap, but that's not true. Like, you have to realize who your clientele is going to be. You want to I think you want to open your gates, not citizenship. I mean, just being able to visit.
For tourism.
You want those
make
dollars.
Tourism easy.
Because if done right, it'll trickle down to the society. But you can't run the prices up. Once you start running the prices up in anywhere, what is the value in going? If you notice, Bangkok is the number one travel destination, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what it's going to be in 5 years, because the buzz is Bangkok is starting to get expensive, and people are starting to travel these other places.
Right, they're going to Vietnam, they're going to Laos, they're going to Cambodia, they're going to other places.
Everywhere, Philippines, yeah,
because people are going to go where they can get a quality of life for an affordable price and just not be hassled.
Yeah, and that's where we come in. When we don't act like we stay in Nairobi 24/7, but when we out, we say, listen, you need to try Nairobi. The thing you're looking for, the food,
we do,
the culture, all these things you want to be a part of is there.
Yeah.
It's not expensive yet.
Yeah.
So come in and join us.
Absolutely. The next thing that is easy and easier in Kenya than in the US is transportation. You know, Kenya has its traffic, like they have their times that there's traffic. So as long as you kind of know what time to go out, and if you want to get to the CBD or you want to get across town, you're fine. But they have a lot of options. They have matatus, they have bodas, they have Uber, they have electric buses now. So it's a lot of ways to get around Nairobi.
This is where I want to keep it real for the people, right? Especially people who are not from Kenya. People who are from the U.S. or Western countries rarely use the matatus. They rarely use the boda. When you see somebody doing it, usually they are a tourist and they're going to be there for maybe a couple of days. But the people who say, I'm going to get an apartment, I'm going to live here 3 months, 6 months, whatever, you don't see them consistently riding on matatus or bodas. Nothing against it. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you the real or behind the scenes. Everybody's doing Uber. Or
a lot of people are doing Uber.
Yeah, no, people, like, you're not going to come here as a foreigner and consistently ride a matatu. First of all, matatus are 90-something% like Kenya, right? So you're just not going to be used to it. So don't come here and expect to say, yeah, I'm going to be riding this boat or this matatu all over the place. Because you're probably not, just to be honest. And that's just not me talking. That's what I see. I'm just going to be honest with the people.
Especially the older generation, like we are just not doing that. Like I see a lot of single people, younger people on bodas that are foreigners.
And, yeah, okay.
But just not like, how me and you going to get on the boda?
Well, even the matatus. All right, we're not the only YouTubers to say, even not from the U.S., right?
I mean, you could skip matatus, Jermaine. Nobody's getting on matatus.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I was just talking about bodas.
And I don't want the people to think it's just us, because if you watch the other like YouTubers who have
you
been
think
here,
they all out there riding matatus?
No. Oh. You would know they're not, because when the ones to stay in Kenya, not just the YouTuber come in and go back out. The YouTubers who have been in Kenya for a while, you never see them on a matatu. They'll come here and do a quick video to get some views. But it's Uber all day for them. Uber or boat, just to be honest.
So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, because we are working on our way to 100,000 subscribers. 100,000. And so we appreciate you guys watching. If you have any comments, drop them down in the comment section below, and we will catch you guys in the next video.
All right, y'all.